It's kind of a variation of sided palm.
Okay.
Sided palm slightly morphing into standard rolling, but mostly sided palm.
Steps 10 through 30 can be performed from behind the client, slightly to the left. Press and knead the GB16, BL10, GB20, TW17, and man points.
So you said behind the client, slightly to the left?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna say that I think this is easier done from in front of the client, personally. So we'll do point by point. You got the camera on it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So GV16, right underneath the occiput and the center of, so right underneath the atlas, essentially. On
Where
the
the
spine.
spine meets the skull.
Okay. So pressure is going in and up, hooking that finger. Then we have bladder 10, just to the right of the trap muscles or the paraspinals. Okay, so just to the right, up and in. There. And then GB20 is just outside of the traps, between the trap and the SCM, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, that's correct.
Okay, up and in again. Ooh, too much. Really good, Mr. Hodgers. So up and in. And then we have Omnion. Omnion is on the other side of the SCM. Very tender point, so you must do this very lightly. Again, up and in. Wait, I'm sorry. Up and in, right there. Should be pretty tender. Okay. And then triple warmer 17 is yet on the other side of the scalenes. Right underneath the jawbone, underneath the ear, going up and in. That's really tender.
Yes.
Don't do this one for too long, it could cause a headache, or too hard.
Use a grafting technique on the shoulders. Start laterally and move medially to the neck and up the neck. Try tucking the thumb under to increase the pressure of the grasp and save the thumb. Grasp the trapezius, not the scapula.
Less pressure, please. Thank you.
Press and knead the shoulder and back with forearm. Start by resting dominant forearm on shoulder and applying pressure. Kneading is done mostly with the elbow. Use your left arm on the right side of the client, right arm on the left side of the client. Work tops of shoulders and down the back.
So you're never going to cross the spine. Okay, you can go towards the spine or away from the spine. Dr. Joe will go away from the spine. I like to go towards the spine to bring the muscles into the spine. Okay, I'm just using the fleshy part of my forearm. There is some of my ulna bone that's going into his muscles, but I can feel it. Doesn't feel like it's too intrusive, is it?
Yep.
No. Okay. Okay, next.
Roll down the back with both hands simultaneously. Start at the shoulder and roll down to the lumbar area.
So, standard rolling, we're starting at the top, we're going down, but we're gonna roll up. So you roll up, you travel down, okay? Pressure?
Good.
Can you like pan out to the body position so you see this?
Use knuckle rolling. Roll knuckles from fifth to index or vice versa. Go fairly slow. Press up spinal column with thumbs GV channel. Up refers to direction lumbar to neck. Look for the between areas of the vertebrae and push down, then upward gently. Dominant thumb next
Much?
to the skin.
Yes, a little. Ow.
Support thumb on top.
So you go between the through in between the vertebrae. You just find the vertebrae, and for a lot of people, this is really good. We don't get this work in between the spine, so this is going to help create space between the spinous process. Maybe also to work the governing vessel points, the GV points on the spine itself. And you can see how much energy is kind of kept here. As I start, there's kind of this, I don't know, I'm guessing, but I'm kind of feeling a welling up of energy inside. Is that halfway accurate?
I'm welling up.
Yeah, kind of an energy to here that's being released.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So then you have some options here. I think it says 1 to 3 times.
Doesn't say anything.
All right. You can do it 1 to 3 times at more of a pace like this. 3 times. There's an adjustment. I personally like to go hold for about 5, 10, and then move and do it 1 time. I think I get more done. That's just my feeling on it. I feel it. I feel like it's more poignant. Body receives it more. Throughout my experience, I have found that that whole analogy with walking down the street is what I would use again. When I work with the body, the more that I work with the body and work with it slowly on a deep level, the more it tells me, the more I learn. The faster I go and just breeze through it and not try to feel what's going on under it or at the deeper levels. It feels to me like I'm not really getting all I could out of the massage as far as the practitioner goes. So most of the stuff that I do, and if it says 1 to 3, I go with the 1 and I do it longer. And I get a lot of benefit out of that.
You're just holding the point, you're not rubbing it?
No, not rubbing. I'm just going up and into the spine. So I'll show you on the mannequin when
And applying pressure.
I get up. Yep. And right back to the yoga today. My position is hamstrings are going back, shins are going forward. So keep good stabilization here.
Can you do this with your knuckles instead of your thumbs to prevent your thumbs from getting worn out?
It's going to be a lot more difficult with your knuckles. I won't say that you couldn't, but once you get stronger thumbs, I don't think they're going to get worn out too much, personally. Over time, doing a lot of massage and using your thumbs a ton will definitely take a toll. But if you take proper care of yourself, it's usually minimal. Okay, so that was 1 time. You could do that a little bit faster, but next.
Press up along both sides of the spine, the GV channel. Thumbs crossed. The right thumb works on the left side of the spine and vice versa. Press in the space between the spinous process. Work from lumbar to neck and back down again.
So what I'm going to do is take my right thumb, put it on the left side, my left thumb on the right side. My goal is to go in next to the spine and then grasp the spine a little bit. Okay? It's called walking the dragon, and you want to go, or dragon walking, and you want to go at the spinous process level. I'm trying to use the tips of the fingers, not the fingernails. How's that feel, Anders?
Feels alright. Maybe a little more pressure you could go. Yeah, no, it's more like a dragon.
You just kind of like squeeze it?
Yep. So I gotta go in first, then squeeze. And I want to feel the bones of the spine.
Can you show where T3 through T10 are? Or are you there? Well, you're not there yet.
I'm around the T10
Someone
T10
with
range.
allergies will experience discomfort when pressing the area from T3 to T10. This technique may help alleviate some of their allergy symptoms.
Ooh, nice.
About T3 now. Okay,
And then back down again, or no?
I'm just,
Okay.
you,
Use
yeah, you'd go
cross-finger
back down,
kneading.
I'm not.
Use cross-finger kneading method down the spine. Interlace the fingers and knead down the spine using the heel of the palms. Put a circular motion into the heels of the palms.
So you're using the ulnar side of the heel?
Knead down the back with both hands simultaneously. Cross hands and knead with the root of the palm. Work from top to bottom.
Here we are with our
Butterfly.
Yay.
With your dominant hand at the base
Hold on
of the
one second.
spine.
With the chair, one really cool thing is that you get this rocking motion. So notice when I push him, he comes back. So during this kneading, I'm trying to find that rhythm, and I'm going to push against as he's coming back, so that we have free energy. We're using free energy, and then that pushes him again, and it comes back. So this is the first one, and as his body rocks back, I'm going to catch it and try to intercept it and use that energy. Okay.
With your dominant hand at the base of the spine, rock the back gently and rhythmically.
So with this, what you're going to do is knead the opposite side of the spine. You could also knead the same side of the spine, but I like to get my ulnar side of my palm in between the spine and the Huatu Jiaji meridian, right next to the spine, between the spine and the erector muscles, and then